Hi, a very good morning, students. Welcome back to our EVS class. Okay, last class till what we have learnt. We all have learnt till lesson number 4, which was that in social part. It was lesson number 4, the Great Indian Desert, right? And before that, we have completed our FA1 test also, right? And FA1 test, you are having 5 chapters. In science, 2 chapters, social 3 chapters, right? And after that, according to your classwork part, the Great Indian Desert is lesson number 6. Understood? According to your classwork part, the Great Indian Desert, it is lesson number 6. And this will be your lesson number 7, I think. No, this will be your lesson of 5, 6, 7. Great Indian Desert, it is lesson number 8 and this will be lesson number 9. Okay, don't get confused in classwork part. And I know you all have got all like 17 chapters you got, right, in the PDF. EVS by mistake it has scanned, not a problem. Now it is very easy to you all, no need to wait for the PDF. As soon as I complete the lesson, you can complete the notes. Understood? As soon as I complete the explanation part, you can start writing your notes so that the notes part will be completed and the homework which I give, complete that day itself. Okay, it will be not much more. Each lesson, I'll complete the lesson here, you complete the classwork there. Understood? And now the next lesson, which is the next lesson we are going to start today. It is the Southern Plateau. Page number 278. Okay, it is page number 278 in your textbook. Just take out your textbook and sit. No need to see your textbook. Okay, don't see. After my explanation, you can see your textbook. So just take out. If you think anything important, if I repeat it is important means just underline it. Take your pencil and underline. Okay, no need to write anywhere. No rough note, no nothing. Take only your textbook, your pencil. If there is anything important, you can underline. Understood? And now we are going to start with the lesson number 5. Which is the lesson number 5? This is social part, lesson number 5. The Southern Plateau. What is this? This is the another physical division of our India. Right? Fourth physical division. Yes, the first one was Northern Mountains. And second Northern Plains. Next was the Western Desert, that is the Great Indian Desert, last lesson. And this is the Southern Plateau, right? And next will be the Coastal Plains. The sixth part is Coastal Plains, right? These are the 6 physical divisions of our India. According to the places, our India is divided into 6 physical divisions, right? According to the places, how it is. In the Western Desert, it is very sandy. It is a desert place. Northern Plains, Northern Mountains, where we can see more mountains. Right? Likewise, according to the place, according to that surroundings, our India is divided into 6 physical divisions. In that, 3 we have learned already. One is the Northern Mountains and Northern Plains and the Western Desert. And this is the 4th physical division. It is the Southern Plateau. Okay, the Southern Plateau. See, plateau means what? Plateau, a flat land. A flat land. Plateau is a flat land. Yes, no, Southern Plateau, it is a flat land. Here we can't see any hills or any mountains, anything. The place is flat. For that we call as plateau, okay? Plateau. Plateau means a flat land. See now, the plateau region. We have read that a plateau is raised and a relatively flat land. We all know plateau means it is a flat land and it is used for raising. It is also called the table land. It is also called as stable land. It is tableland is nothing but the flat itself. It is also called as tableland. Okay, flat. It is very flat. Table. A plateau is formed either due to wearing down of mountains or deposition of lava over an area. How is this plateau formed? It is formed either due to wearing down of mountains. Wearing means what? Wearing. What is wearing? What is wearing, students? It is breaking down. Breaking. Breaking into pieces. Okay. Wearing. Wearing means what we'll think. Like you wear your clothes, right? That is a wearing. But wearing of the clothes is the breaking down of the mountains, breaking down of the rocks. The rocks are breaking. That we call as wearing. Okay. A plateau is formed either due to wearing down of mountains or deposition of lava on an area, over an area. Deposition of lava or else breaking down of mountains. From this, plateau is formed. That is, the flat land is formed. Okay. The irregular edges of a plateau are ideal for hydroelectricity generation. The irregular edges, they don't have edges. It's very, the irregular edges, it's not regular. The edges of the plateau are not regular. And this is an ideal of hydroelectricity generation. Hydroelectricity means what? In the last class itself I have told once, hydroelectricity means, hydro means water, electricity. Hydroelectricity means water. Hydro means water. From water, we are getting electricity. That is called as hydroelectricity. The electricity which is formed by water. Okay, that is called as hydroelectricity. The generation of hydroelectricity, it is an ideal. This plateau, this land is ideal for hydroelectricity generation. The southern part of India is a plateau known as the southern plateau. The southern part of our India. The northern part, it was northern mountains. Next to that, it was northern plains. And next to that, it was western desert. And after that, the southern part of our India, it is a plateau. It is a flat land. Southern part of our India is a flat land. So, it is called as southern plateau. Understood? The southern part of our India, it is a plateau. Plateau means what? It is a flat land. So, it is called as southern plateau. It extends from the south of the northern plains to the southern tip of India. From where it starts? It starts from the south of the northern plains. South of the northern plains. After the northern plains, this southern plateau starts. The south of the northern plains. It starts from the south of northern plains till the tip of India, till the tip of southern tip of India, the southern tip. Yes, no, the southern tip of India. It is triangular in shape. It is triangular in shape. Broad towards the north and narrow towards the south. It is triangular in shape. Triangle means what? This is the triangle. Right, this is the triangle and this is the triangle. Yes, no students, this is triangle, but this is the southern plateau. Means in the northern side it is very broad and narrow to the southern side. Southern part it is very narrow. Okay, this is our India map, right? This is our India map. In this is the here and all, it was northern mountains, northern plains, here it was western desert, and this comes to southern plateau. Okay, in northern part it is very broad, and comes to southern it is very narrow. Okay. It is nearly 1600 kilometers from north to south. See, from north to south, it is nearly 1600 kilometers it seems. And 1400 kilometers from east to west. From east to west, it is 1400 kilometers. From east to west, it is 1400 kilometers. From north to south, it is 1600 kilometers. From here to here, it is 1600. From here to it is 1400. Okay. It is about 150 to 900 meters above the sea level. And it is about 150 to 900 meters above the sea level. Above the sea level, it is 150 to 900 meters. The southern plateau is surrounded by the Aravalli Hills in the northwest and the Rajmal Hills in the northeast. See, this southern plateau. This southern plateau is there, right? This is covered by Aravalli Hills in the northwest. Here it is Aravalli Hills. Okay, it is covered by Aravalli Hills here. And in the northeast, it is Rajmal Hills. Rajmahal Hills. Okay, this side it is Aravalli Hills and this side it is Rajmal Hills. In the northern part of southern plateau, it is covered by two hills. It is Aravalli Hills in northwest and Rajmal Hills in northeast. The eastern Ghats and the western Ghats from the east and west boundaries of the southern plateau. Here it was hills and here it is Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Here it is Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Okay, it is covered by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats of the southern part. The southern part it is covered by Ghats and northern part it is covered by hills. One side it is Aravalli Hills, it is northwest. In northwest it is Aravalli Hills, northeast it is Rajmal Hills. Okay, it is covered by two hills. In the northern side it is Rajmal Hills in northeast part, Aravalli Hills in northwest part. And down comes the southern part of the southern plateau. It is covered by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Understood? The rivers in the southern plateau are not very large, but they flow with great speed. The rivers in southern plateau, they are not very large, okay? They are not very big rivers, but then too, they flow in a very great speed. They flow with very great speed. As the area is rocky and uneven, the rivers form waterfalls on their way. As this place is very rocky and it is uneven, as this place is very rocky and as well as uneven, the rivers form waterfalls on their way. The rivers itself forms the waterfalls. The Jog Falls in Karnataka are the highest waterfalls in India. The Jog Falls in Karnataka, it is the very highest waterfalls in India. Okay. River Narmada divides the southern plateau into two parts. The Central Highlands, also known as Malwa Plateau, in the north and the Deccan Plateau in the south. Okay. Now what we learned, it is the southern plateau. It is covered by two hill ranges and two ghats. It's no. Here, this river Narmada, it flows somewhere here. This river Narmada it divides this southern plateau. This southern plateau, it is again divided into two parts from this river Narmada. This is Central Highlands. It is Central Highlands. It is also called as Malwa Plateau. It is also called as Malwa Plateau. And this part, it is Deccan Plateau. Understood? See now, this southern part of India is called as Southern Plateau, right? Plateau means what? It is a flat land. Because of this southern part of India, it is very flat. So it is called as Southern Plateau. Okay, till here you have understood. And this southern plateau, it is covered by two hill ranges in the northern side. Are you all getting? Don't get confused. Okay, just listen to me and look at the board. This southern plateau, it is in triangular shape. This southern plateau, it is in triangular shape. In the northern side, it is very broad. And when it comes to southern part, it is very narrow. Right? And this northern part of the southern plateau, it is covered by two hill ranges. One is Aravalli Hills in northwest part, Rajmal Hills in northeast part. Okay, and down the southern part, it is covered by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Understood? Till here you all have understood. Okay. Now this southern plateau, it is again divided into two. How? By this river Narmada. This river Narmada flows in between the southern plateau. Okay. This river Narmada divides this southern plateau into two parts. One is Central Highlands and next comes to Deccan Plateau. This Central Highlands is also called as Malwa Plateau. Okay? Understood? I hope you all have understood by this. Right? This is what about Southern Plateau. And after this, we'll be learning about Central Highlands, Deccan Plateau and which places comes under this. The states, which all states covers here. Okay? And about that states we'll learn. Till here, you all have understood. This is the Southern Plateau, about Southern Plateau. Once again, I'll repeat. Southern Plateau, as this southern part of our India, it is very flat. Okay, the southern part of our India is plateau. It is very flat. So it is called as Southern Plateau. Understood? And this Southern Plateau, it is covered by two hill ranges in the northern side. This is the northern part, right? This is the southern part. See, this northern part, it is very broad. And then when it comes to southern part, it is very narrow. Right? It is very small, like it is very narrow. When we goes to northern part, it is broad. Understood? This northern part, it is covered by two hill ranges. One is Aravalli Hills, one is Rajmal Hills. In the northwest, it is Aravalli Hills. Northeast, it is Rajmal Hills. Understood? And now, when we comes to southern part of the southern plateau, it is Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. It is covered by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Understood? And this southern plateau, it is divided into two parts by river Narmada. This river Narmada flows in between southern plateau. So it is dividing this southern plateau into two parts. One is Central Highlands, one is Deccan Plateau. Central Highlands, it is also called as Malwa Plateau. Okay. By this, you all have understood about Southern Plateau. No more doubts, right? 3 to 4 times I have explained, which is only important for you. That only I am telling. Okay, you can refer your textbook also, but not now. Not now. After I completing this chapter, you can refer. After this class, you can refer. Okay. I hope you all have understood. Now we'll learn about Central Highlands. Okay, I'll rub this. Now it is Central Highlands. Okay, this Central Highlands, it is also called as Malwa Plateau, right? Okay, this Central Highlands is also called as Malwa Plateau. The Central Highlands lie above River Narmada, spread around the Aravalli Hills in the northwest, the Vindhya Range in the north, the Chota Nagpur Plateau in the east, and the Satpura Range in the south. See here, the Central Highlands. This Central Highlands lie above River Narmada. It lies above the River Narmada. It spreads around the Aravalli Hills in the northwest. I told you all, in the northwest it is Aravalli Hills, and in the north it is Vindhya Range. Okay, in the northwest I told Aravalli Hills. Right, in the northern part, it is Vindhya Range. Okay, in the northern part, here it is Vindhya Range. Here it is Aravalli Hills, and here it was Rajmal Hills, right? The Chota Nagpur Plateau in the east and the Satpura Range in the south. In the east, again it is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau here, and in the south, here in the south it is Satpura Range. Okay, in the south of Central Highlands. Now we are learning only about Central Highlands. Okay. Southern Plateau is divided into two parts by River Narmada. In that, one is Central Highlands, one is Deccan Plateau. Now we are going to learn only about Central Highlands. Don't get confused. That time I told it is covered by Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats and all. Now again I am telling the southern part, it is Satpura Range. Yes, no, you all may get confused. No confusion. Only the Central Highlands we are learning. Okay. Central Highlands, it is surrounded by these hill ranges. Which is that? Northwest it is Aravalli Hills. Northeast it is Rajmal Hills. Northern side it is Vindhya Range. East side it is Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the south it comes Satpura Range. Okay, by this it is over. Important rivers which originate here are the Narmada, Tapi, Chambal, Son, Betwa and Banas. These are the important rivers which originate here, which starts up here. These are the important rivers. Which are those? The river Narmada, Tapi, Chambal, Betwa, Son and Banas. Okay. The black soil of this region is very fertile and good for crops like cotton and sugarcane. Here, the black soil is present. The black soil here, it is very good for crops. It is very fertile and also it is very good for the crops. For growing crops, it is very good. Coal, iron, manganese, bauxite and mica are important minerals available in this area, and also the minerals which are available here, it is coal, iron, manganese, bauxite and mica. These are the important minerals which are available here, which are present here. Okay, this was about Central Highlands we learned. Now it comes Deccan Plateau. Okay, the next part of the Southern Plateau, it is Deccan Plateau. It lies to the south of the Satpura Range. Yes, I told already. The Central Highlands, it is covered by the southern part, it is Satpura Range. Next to Satpura Range comes Deccan Plateau. Understood? And extends up to the southern tip of peninsular India. And it extends up. It starts from the Satpura Range and it extends up to peninsular India. Peninsular India means what? The southern tip of our India. India is called as peninsula. Like what? It is covered by three sides water and one side land, right? So it is called as peninsular India. The Deccan Plateau is surrounded by the Western and Eastern Ghats. See now, the Deccan Plateau is covered by Western and Eastern Ghats. Now, your confusion is gone, right? The Eastern Ghats are broken into small hill ranges by rivers coming from the Western Ghats. The Eastern Ghats, it is broken into small hill ranges. These Eastern Ghats are broken into small hill ranges because of the water which is flowing from the rivers from the Western Ghats, by the force of the Western Ghats, by the force of the rivers which are flowing from the Western Ghats. This Eastern Ghats, the rocks, it is broken down. It has become into small hill ranges. The Western Ghats are known by different names in different states falling in this region. This Western Ghats, it is called as different names. It is called in different names in different places. In which place this Western Ghats comes, that place they call it in a different names. See, they are called the Sahyadri in Maharashtra, the Nilgiri in Karnataka, Nilgiri in Karnataka and as well as Tamil Nadu, the Annamalai Hills and Cardamom Hills in Kerala. Anamudi, located in Annamalai Hills, is the highest peak, and both the ghats meet at the Nilgiri Hills. See, in different places, these Western Ghats are called in a different names. Which are those? It is called as Sahyadri in Maharashtra, the Sahyadri in Maharashtra, the Nilgiri in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, the Annamalai Hills and Cardamom Hills in Kerala. Okay, these are the different names called for this Western Ghats. And Anamudi, it is located in Annamalai Hills. It is the highest peak. Anamudi, it is the highest peak in this Ghats. And both the Ghats meet at the Nilgiri Hills, and both the Ghats, Eastern Ghats as well as Western Ghats, both the Ghats meets at the Nilgiri Hills. Okay, the main rivers originating here are the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. The main rivers which originate here, which starts up here are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. These are the main rivers which starts up here. They fall in the Bay of Bengal and they just move on to Bay of Bengal. They mix up with the Bay of Bengal. Okay. And now the next part is the life in Southern Plateau. The life in Southern Plateau. How the life is led in Southern Plateau, we are going to learn. See now the states, I'll tell the which are the states which comes under Southern Plateau. Southern Plateau means the southern part you all can remember, like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Right, these all places comes under this Southern Plateau. Now once again we will see which are those places. The states which fall under the Southern Plateau are Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Okay, these all states covers Southern Plateau. This Southern Plateau is covered by all these states. Okay, which are those states? Once again I'll repeat: Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. These are the places which comes under Southern Plateau. Now I have completed about Southern Plateau. I have told you all the Deccan Plateau, Central Highlands, everything I have taught you all. Once again, take out your textbook and go through with that. Okay, go through. Don't get confused. Understood? I am explaining each and everything very slowly only. Don't get confused. Okay, read once and you will come to know, you will understand the remaining, the states which I told, the life, how they lead in different states. About that we'll be learning in the next class. Understood? And today's homework. What is today's homework? In your, you have got your PDF, the classwork part, right? In that, lesson number 6. Lesson number 6. Which is the lesson number 6 in your classwork? Once you check your classwork, it will be lesson number 6, animals and their young ones. Okay, the lesson number 6 is animals and their young ones. That lessons, keywords, you have to write 5 times. Homework. Lesson number 6 from your classwork. Keywords, it is first main. You have to write 5 times. Understood? This is your homework you are getting today. Lesson number 6. From your classwork, you all can check your classworks, right? I have completed all the chapters. I have completed, I hope you all have completed the notes also. I need all your notes. Till which, see, now I have started with the lesson number 9 in your classwork part. It is lesson number 9. According to the textbook in the social, it is lesson number 5. Remember, according to textbook, it is lesson number 5 in the social part. But for the classwork, I have mixed up social part and science part. I have mixed up and I have given, according to your classwork, the lesson number 9 I am doing now, the Southern Plateau. So, by the next class, I'll be completing this Southern Plateau. Remaining half of the lesson, it will be completed. So, what you all have to do till lesson number 9, it should be completed in your classwork. Okay, before you come for correction, till how much lessons have completed in the explanation part, that much notes you have to complete in your classwork. Okay, understood? I am taking 2 periods for each lesson, so you will be having time. When I start the lesson, if you start with the keywords also, by the end of our lesson, you can complete the question answers. Okay, no need to sit once and no need to write. Then and there itself complete. Understood? And this is your homework part. Lesson number 6. From classwork, first main keywords you have to write 5 times. Understood? And I'll stop my class here. Remaining I'll do in the next class. Thank you.